One of the questions I often get asked is, when is SEO actually done, right? How long do I need to do SEO for? So in this next few minutes, I want to go over when is it done, or when do you ever not do SEO anymore, or is that something that you need to do forever? All right, so let's roll. All right, so as business owners, we all like to sort of start with the end in mind. We want to know, hey, how long is this project going to go on? How much money do I need to spend on this? When is this going to be over? When is my website going live? Or when is my building getting done? Whatever project that you might be working on, business owners especially don't like things that are dragging on forever, right? We're in a race mode. We're always trying to finish things. We want to move on. And so when it comes to SEO, they have obviously the question is, how long do I have to do SEO for? Especially if you're not new to internet marketing, if you're not new to online marketing and just digital in general, it's a great question. Hey, is this something that I need to do for 6 months, or is it something that you need to do for 6 years? And the answer is, all right, you're gonna be surprised. The answer is you're done whenever you think you're done. If you're working on your SEO for 6 months and if you're happy with the results, hey, don't do it anymore, right? But if you ask me, a practitioner, when is it done? In my world, it's never done, because I'm always rolling out new ideas. I'm creating new content all the time. There's new service pages, there's new industries I'm trying to focus on. There's a lot that's happening to my business to ever be done with internet marketing, to be ever done getting more traffic, to be ever done creating new content, right? So I don't stop in 6 months or 6 years, because if I have a business and if I'm running a website and hoping that people will find it and they're gonna convert and become a customer, then I need to continue to market my business. So if you're struggling to kind of comprehend, hey, when do I need to stop marketing my business? When do I need to stop promoting it? When do I need to quit my SEO program or a Facebook ad program or a Google ads program? There is no end, right? You can say, look, I'm gonna try this for a year and see if it works. And if it works, great. However, my job is, how do I make my current budget 2,000 to be 5,000, and how do I make my 5,000 be 10,000? How do I grow my 10,000 to be 50,000? And how do I continue to generate more and more revenue and sales without the diminishing return, right? Like without it going down, whereas you're spending more than you're making. As long as you're not there yet, I believe you can continue to scale. And yes, some industries are more competitive than others. I'm in one of the most competitive industries there is, right? So you have to find ways to go against the grain, find new solutions that is going to drive real growth. Inbound marketing, or SEO, primarily and predictably is one of the lowest costs to generate new customers. It is one of the lowest costs. It costs less than trade shows, it costs less than sales reps, it costs less than cold calling, it costs less than direct mail, it costs less than TV, billboard, anything you name it. It is the lowest cost. However, it still costs money to create content, to project manage, to create website updates, to make changes, to continue to promote, right? To create, and also in different formats, to create audio content, video content, slide shares, PDFs, downloads, checklists, email marketing, drip campaigns. So many things have to be done. That's why I'm saying that it's never done. So if your business is not changing every day, then you don't have to do it, forever. And you may have gotten the rankings or traffic that you're looking for. You're happy. You want to stay afloat. You could take your, leg off the pedal, if I may. However, if you're trying to double down, if you're trying to grow, if you're trying to scale, then you don't want to do that. You want to continue to evaluate the current marketing programs and figure out where you can cut some costs and add some other areas that it's working, right? Or look at the areas that are not working and say, hey, what can we do differently? Because there's obviously players that are taking the traffic. There's obviously guys that are doing it. One of the stats that I read is about 68% of marketing folks or CMOs, their job, their goal is to grow their inbound presence. 68%. That is the number one thing that they're working on. It's an evergreen campaign. It never stops. Creating content weekly, bi-weekly, creating webinars, attracting your current customers back to your website, prospects, your partners, figuring out how can you be of value to so many different personas that you work with, segmenting your traffic and retargeting to them. There's millions of strategies, right? There's so many ways to go about growing it. But it's a great question to be wondering, hey, is this a 1 month campaign? Is this a 2 week campaign? Is this a 2 year campaign? I would honestly not start any kind of online marketing campaigns if you don't have a long-term picture. That's rule number 1. If you cannot see past 6 months or 12 months doing what you're doing to generate the sales that you're looking for, don't stop. Don't start. Save money. Just forget about that idea completely and go work on something else that's going to get you short-term results, right? Or even long-term results. Whatever idea that you might have, maybe you have an amazing partner program, maybe people are just sending you leads and all you have to do is close them. Hey, maybe there's a program that you're on where you get X dollars out, like you spend money to a lead aggregators and they just send you leads. Fantastic. If you have a call center and you're just closing deals magically, go for it. Don't invest into something that's going to take forever. It is a farming. It is going to take a lot of time and effort and optimization. It's going to take a lot of energy from you. But on the other side, once you have built a system that works predictably and you're getting traffic consistently and you're growing and you're able to put more oil into the fire, I've seen growth where it surpasses any other marketing strategy that's anyone ever done. It surpasses your call center, your TV ads, or your radio, or your billboard, whatever it is. I've seen it where they get so much business that they can sell their business for multiple millions and get out and go do whatever you wanted to do, right? Like I've seen it grow so well that it's like people are willing to buy it at any price because of their marketing, how they grew from the inside out. So there's both sides to looking at it. There's no one way or the other, but I want you to think about what's gonna make you comfortable. If you are a 6-month window kind of person, hey, only do things that are only gonna take you 6 months to finish. But if you're a long-term visionary and you wanna be here for the long run and you wanna outlast every competitor, you wanna grow it and sell the business or whatever, then yes, engage into activities that are gonna give you the lowest cost per lead, lowest cost for customer acquisition in the history of marketing, all right? Other than word of mouth. That's probably the cheapest way to do it because nobody ever spends any money. You just do an amazing service, people will talk about you. It is still the best marketing if you can ever do it. However, it's not that easy, right? To have other people to talk about you. That would be an amazing thing if every business had that. However, that's not very predictable. So you have to engage in some sort of marketing strategy that you can predictably grow your business. And knowing what I know now, having done this for so many years, I could tell you that building a brand, building a long-term SEO campaign, building a long-term content marketing campaign, building a long-term inbound marketing campaign takes a lot of work. It's not short-term, it's gonna take a lot of energy. However, there's a lot of trial and error. However, once you get the baby working, once you figure out where you can shine, where are there lower competition than others, what type of keywords should you be going after, what type of content, where can you get links from? Once you build the machine, that's what it really is. Once you build that engine, you will get tons and tons of results. There is no doubt about it. And once you're growing in a certain speed, you can predict what next month and what next quarter and what next year could be like for your business. And you can also complement that with paid traffic, right? So you're not just waiting for organic traffic, you're adding paid traffic to the picture. And then you can also look at referral traffic sources. Where can you partner up with? Who can you partner up with to drive you more traffic of the kind of customers, the kind of traffic that you're looking for? Man, I'm telling you, it's beautiful. However, it's not easy and it's not ever a 6-month thing. It's not something you put on hold and pick up back later because sadly, during that time frame, you're just allowing your competition to get ahead. I would prefer you don't start at all until you actually have bought into the program that is a long-term thing. So you have to think about it. Are you a marathon runner? Are you a sprinter, right? If you are a sprinter, you're looking for short-term results, then you know what? It's not a short-term result sort of thing. You cannot build a website and expect thousands of visits tomorrow. And you can't start an SEO strategy and expect it to blow up and get to the first page for every keyword, beat every competition that's ever been marketing in the history of internet and just get there in 6 months. I've never seen that happen. Maybe you have a black hat strategy to make that happen. However, if you have a marathon mentality that you're willing to invest the time and energy it takes and test, right? Test your patience in some cases to be able to get to where you're trying to go, I would highly recommend it, because from a cost perspective, inbound marketing, it is the lowest cost to acquire traffic. It is the lowest cost to acquire a new customer, qualified leads, to build your pipeline, right? That is true. That is, you can go do all the research you want. Creating more content is building assets, and it's like a flywheel. It continues to generate revenue for you. It'll continue to generate traffic. It'll continue to make sure that you're found on search engines, and you will continue to add value to your potential customers, your existing customers, and they're going to stay with you, right? You want to build content in a world people are searching 24 hours a day. You and I start searching for things the moment we wake up. We're searching for things even at night. We used to search on the phone or a laptop or computer. Now we do it by voice, right? We just tell, hey, Google, and all of a sudden all your devices in your home start going up. I did not understand that, or I did this, or here's 5 results I found you. You know what I'm talking about. So if you can create content, then you can capture that visits. But you have to continue to play that game, continue to optimize, continue to create, and it's never done. And I say never. It's gonna be there until you quit, you sell the business, you retire, you're gonna have to continue to market. And if you don't have that mindset, don't even start, right? It's like going to a YouTube page, they never uploaded it. 3 years ago was the last video, or you go to a Facebook page, they never posted it since. It's better you don't start than be embarrassed if somebody goes it and you kind of ignored it. So many businesses, they've ignored it. They're like, yeah, I don't have the bandwidth and I'm not gonna invest long term, so I'm just gonna quit. Perfectly fine. It's not your thing, totally get it. However, if you're thinking long term and you wanna invest into your customers, you wanna invest into content, it is a long game. You're gonna have to keep at it. Even if you only post once a week, you wanna keep chipping away, right? Keep continuing that journey until you start to build the momentum that you're looking for. It's better to do a blog a week than no blog at all, in my opinion, right? Rather than trying to do it for every single day and then you fail after 3 months or 3 weeks. So think about that. It is a long game. It's never done. You want to continue to do that forever. But if you do that, you will build momentum, you will get customers, and your inbound marketing strategy will be the lowest cost to acquire a new customer, lower than anything else you've ever done. Until then, it's probably going to take more time and energy to optimize it. So if I were you, I would figure out what's the fastest way to get customers today. How do I optimize some of those keywords that are low-hanging fruit? What can I do to generate revenue to fund my marketing strategy? And then continue to do that until it starts paying for itself, if you literally are starting from zero, and then figure out how can it give you more and more return. That's the typical day of my day is figuring out how do I optimize campaigns to generate more revenue at lower cost per lead, per sale, per whatever. That's the game that you want to be playing. It's kind of like in stock market. Hey, what can I do today to get 3%, 4% on this stock fast, right? However, it's not easy if your investment portfolio is only $6. You're not going to get anything. But once you build that up, once you have generated as much as you can imagine, it's easy to start optimizing, looking for opportunities, especially opportunities that your competition hasn't seen yet, or creating content that no one's ever created yet, or looking for keywords that have high search volume and low competition, right? Or taking portions of your website that are under optimized and figuring out, hey, what can we do to increase some conversions on this section, or adding a new category altogether? Or how about we go into this new industry that we've never explored before? All of those things are really exciting. Once you built the foundation, once you built the engine, you can generate that. So it doesn't matter what industry you're in, the same strategy applies for everyone. There is no end. However, if you're happy with it after doing it for 6 months or 8 months, fantastic, keep it up and you'll be okay. And you might lose some traffic or you might not. However, if you really want to see that being the #1 source of generating new customers and being the best sales rep that can work 24 hours a day, it's never done. All right, so thanks a lot for watching. If you like this content, here's 5 things that you can do for me. 1, I want you to share this video with someone that you think need to hear this. 2, I want you to like this, absolutely. Whether you like it or not, do let us know. If you don't like it, dislike it, just so I know you didn't like the content, right? Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, especially number 5. I want you to tell me the type of videos that you want to see next so I can create just the type of content that you like and answer any question that you might have. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you next time.